Hello everyone, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench again. And yes, this is a box, and it's quite a special box actually. I'm going to tell you a little story about this box. This box arrived with me containing a Wingnut Wings dualist kit of a Fokker, not a Fokker, it was an LVG C6 and a swap with camel. And as you remember, I got one and the wings were missing, so I bought another one on eBay, and it turned out the guy that sold it me on eBay is actually one of the fans of the channel, so hi there. And he sent me that kit in this box. This box actually came from HobbyLink in what's it called, HobbyLink Japan. Yeah, that's where it came from. You can see it on the box. Excuse me. So this box went from Japan to the UK, and then internally in the UK it was sent to me. Well, as some of you will also know, Mal won the auction when I auctioned that kit off after I used it to make the moulds for the wings for the LVG. Mal said, you know, great, thank you very much. So I used this box because the guy in the UK that sent this was just absolutely fantastic with his packaging. So I used this to send the kit to Australia. So once Mal received the kit in Australia, he said, I want to return the favour, I want to send you something back as a gift. So this is my Prezzie video. So I have received a kit as a Prezzie from Mal all the way in Australia. This box has been from Japan to the UK, within the UK, over to Australia, and now back to the UK, all carrying model kits. This box has travelled 23,860 miles, which is more miles than my Yaris, my Harley, my Mustang, my Land Rover and my van have done combined. The Yaris is 22, the Harley is a 2018, the Mustang is 2017, the Land Rover is 2011 and the van is 2015. So that's how far this thing's gone. Wow. So it's a big old box, but what's inside? I hear you ask. You can see up there, hobbylinkjapan.com. Okay, this is rather difficult for me because the box opens like this and I can't. This is really annoying actually because I can't open the box on the camera. There we go. So there it is opening there, and then you've got this opening here, and some of you will now know what this is. You can see on the back there we've got a from Humbrol. Okay, we've got 14002 Hawker Hurricane, 12002 Messerschmitt BF109, 12001 Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A, and 14001 North American P51 Mustang, and then 16001 Focke-Wulf FW190A. Is that a good kit? Please let me know. Is that a good kit, that Airfix FW190? So anyway, yeah, this is the Stuka. So Mal decided that he would like to send me one of his Stukas, because he's got a few of them, and he said, I want you to build it on the channel. Alright, like I haven't got enough on already. And then, as you know, I did a video asking you guys what you thought of the channel and what you thought should change and this, that and the other. And a lot of you said you would like to see me build kits that are more within reach. So rather than your £500–600 border model Lancasters and stuff like that, you wanted to see me do stuff which is more within reach. This kit is currently available as a brand new reboxing from Amazon for about 85 quid. So I think that's in most modelers' reach. And also being 24 scale, although it's fairly big, it's pretty good for the beginner. Or not the beginner, but somebody who's got a few kits under the belt, because we all know little kits can be very, very fragile. They can be very, very fiddly. And, you know, sometimes the bigger stuff is a lot easier to do because it's easier to paint. You know, it's easier to paint the window frames with a brush on this, for example, than it is to do them on a little 1/72. And this kit, I am assured, is a beauty. Now, Trumpeter also do one, and I did see a review that there is a review on YouTube. You can go and look at them. This American guy does it. And no, my friend, this is not a Chinese boat or a piece of rubbish. It's not pronounced Junkers, it's Junkers. It's a Junkers U87B2. Okay, it's not Junkers, it's Junkers. A junk is a Chinese boat and rubbish. This is not rubbish or a Chinese boat. So this is kit number 18002, and as you can see, Mal has put the instructions in the bag that I sent him his Albatross Productions book in. So he's basically sent me back everything I sent in, and you can see how fantastic this packaging is. Look at this. There is no way this kit was going to get damaged in transport. That cardboard with folded over ends. Unfortunately, the kit did get damaged in transport. Basically because this sprue was on the top, you can see here this canopy has been broken. So that's really unfortunate, although it has broken on the frame line. So a lot of the brake may disappear, we shall see. If not, I'm going to have to try and get hold of a spare. I've been in touch with Airfix, they don't have any spares. So if any of you have got one out there, a sprue you want to sell from your 124 Stuka, or not the trumpeter, it has to be the Airfix because the trumpeter is massive in comparison. Apparently it's about 3.5 inches longer and about 3.5 inches bigger on the wingspan, so obviously the trumpeter one's a bit out of scale, I think. So yeah, if anybody's got a sprue they'd like to sell me, I'd be very, very grateful, because Airfix don't have one. I think this would repair. I know what somebody will suggest. They will suggest I go and buy one from Amazon or something and then swap the sprues and send it back as damaged with a broken sprue. That's not the sort of thing I do, guys. That's just not me. You know, some people might, but that's I just don't. I couldn't sleep at night if I did stuff like that. That's just wrong. We'll see how the kit comes out. If I get all the way through it and it's looking really nice, I can't hide that line, I'll just go and buy another kit, because this was free at the end of the day, and then I'll have to build another one with the canopy smashed up or something. But basically, as you can see, it's all bagged up still. As typical with these older Airfix kits, half of it is off the sprue because it's all come out. The bags aren't sealed, but it is all still there. I haven't checked through it, but I will be going through it and have a look to check everything's there. But you can see, I mean, this kit, I think it's 1975, this one. We can see it's really, really nice. It's got some lovely raised rivet detail on there, on here. Okay, we've got recessed panel lines, and then we've got recessed rivet detail there. So it's very, very nice. In fact, they've sort of gone from recessed to raised, which I believe, if the border model is to be trusted, there's all raised rivets down here. Of course, we could use our own east rivets for that if we want to. But it's for its time, it's a lovely model. If it was produced today, people would say, oh, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit soft or weak or whatever. But bearing in mind this is a 50-year-old kit practically, you know, it's very, very nice indeed. If I can get it back in the bag. There we go. So there we are. So that's one lot of sprues. We've got rubber tyres. Oh, I don't like them at all. We've got a bag of parts here. This is obviously everything that was loose on the sprue. So we've got a pilot figure there, you can see. But it's a brand new kit. It's not started. Thank you very much, Mal. This is absolutely so generous of you. And we've got a stand there. We've got lots and lots of bubble wrap here. I've got Jess down here after the bubble wrap because she loves it. So I'm going to have to keep this box and use it again. And if any of you buy a kit off me and you receive it in this box, please keep the box and use it again, because we can record the mileage. In fact, I might even write it on the box. So here we have the stand, and then we've got a sprue here with some bombs and everything in. So very nice. The reason I don't have the original kit box is I said to Mal, you know, don't go worrying about sending me the kit box, because it's probably massive and it'll cost a fortune in shipping, because as you know, shipping is done by size and weight. So there we go, we got our wings there, very nice, another pair of wings there. So yeah, I've got the underbelly there for the engine, or is that the top? That's the underside, isn't it? So yeah, it's all very, very nice. I do have some aftermarket for this, and I will be doing a video review of that. But I am going to build this. Now I know a lot of you are going to say, what about the border length? Yes, I will have the border length back on the bench in no time at all, as I promised on countless occasions, but it is coming back maybe even tomorrow. Today is Thursday the 23rd of May, is it today? Yeah, 23rd of May 2024. I just wanted to do a quick video and show you how generous some people out there are. It's fantastic, the generosity. I mean, that's 2 gifts this week. It's unbelievable. So yeah, very, 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 very chuffed about that. The instructions, I don't know if anybody can tell me the date of this kit by looking at the instructions, but they're sort of black, white and brown, if you like. But it's a very interesting see here they've got this front page opening out with all the different languages on it. I guess you could cut that off if you wanted to. And then here we've got all our legend and everything about what's going on with the kit. And then first of all, they're starting about paint call-outs. And what they do, I actually really like this idea. I think this is what Matchbox used to do, isn't it? And what they're doing, they've got part number 1, part number 2. So there's part number 2, there's part number 1, and they're telling you how to paint it, what colour to paint it, where to put what colour, and all this. It's really, really nice, a really good way of doing things, rather than cluttering up the instructions with it. So I think that's something that manufacturers could look at going back to. Obviously the colours are all Humbrol. I've got my trusty old Humbrol paint guide there. But yeah, so instrument panel, you can see here again they're telling you what colours to paint it all and then put it all together. I won't be using any of this, more of that later. But you can see here some lovely control panels and everything. Seat mounts, and then building up the engine. The old is it DB605 or something, I can't remember now. But if you haven't already seen it, go back and have a look. I did the border model Stuka in 1/35 scale. The best plastic kit I've ever built. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, we've got the engine going together, we've got the firewall, and then this is going to be, I'm guessing this is underneath the floor where the window looks down through. Very, very nice. The rudder going together there. And then we've got an option here to open the stand slot if you're going to use the stand. So I won't be, so I'll have a spare stand, which would be handy. We've got some fill-in. They're telling you not to paint that area there. Well, my advice would be is these pieces here, 121, and the piece that goes in the other side, probably 122. Yep. No, that's 122, 126. So 121 and 126, I'd fit them in before you paint it. It just seems logical to me. Then we've got all the cockpit interior going in with the engine, and then bringing the fuselage halves together, putting on the sling for the bomb. So you can have a 500 or a 250. Why would you have the 250? Go for the 500. And then we got our elevators and tailplanes with their supports going on, engine covers going on. A massive decal sheet here, which I won't be using, but they do appear to have stood the test of time very well. They're very flat, they're very nice. So it doesn't say Cartograph, does it? I don't know if Airfix used to contract Cartograph to make their decals before they put their name on, but I don't have a box to look at either. So wheel spats going together with the wheels inside, so we're having to fit the wheels at the same time. Looks like you know have no option to do a spatless one. Got that fan there. And then here we've got the guns going together. They're going to go inside the wings. I may get some brass barrels for that. And then we've got the gun covers going on, telling you which dihedral to put on there. I think with this model it would be a good idea to build and paint the fuselage and maybe these little lower wings, and sort of paint the fuselage and then paint the wings and then put the wings on after, and then just paint that area after you've done your work. That way when we're using the one-man army masks that I'll be using on this, we'll have individual pieces to deal with rather than a great big model to chuck around on the bench, and it also makes it a lot easier to film. These flaps are going to be very fragile when they're glued on, so bear that in mind. It's telling us to add the decals here before we add the detail underneath. Makes sense. Okay, we've got those actuators there for the flaps and everything. They're going on. So obviously we'll paint all that first. We'll just leave the flaps off and then fit the flaps after the wings are fitted, I guess. Exhaust going on. I won't be using those, I don't think. Option A, option B, I'm guessing that's the air intake for the engine. So yeah, we've got all the exhaust going on, we've got the propeller going together, and then fitting our pilot figures that I won't be using. And then going in here we have more and more bits and pieces. We've got the canopy going together there. That's the bit that's, no, which part is on mine? That part there, 330, that's the one that's broken on mine. So if you've got one and you want to sell it, let me know. Maybe you've got a shelf queen that you know you'll never finish, or you've got one that you dropped halfway through or something, and let me know. And then here we've got two schemes in the instructions, I believe. Options A and B, Junkers Ju-87 B Stuka. So this is Vorstaffel Stuka Geschwader Immelman to Mimi Libya June 41. Oh, looks like that's the only option we get. No, we do get 2 options. Where's the other one then? Okay, there's this one here. It's got this one here, which is 1940, flown by Otto Bloomers. He was pants, that bloke. And then you got June 41 here over in Libya. So I'm thinking this is the tricolour camo with the sand and the green and everything, like the later boxing showed. And then this is the Dazzle camo. Is that Dazzle camo hard or soft edge? Please tell me in the comments. And then I'm guessing this is generic for all of them. And then here we've got all the bomb layout going on, so we can fit some bombs. We've got dive brakes there. And then here we've got actual photographs of the real thing. So that's nice, all the way back then. So yeah, if you actually know which version this is, which release, I'd love to know, please, how old this kit is. I expect Mal will be watching. He'll probably tell me because he knows what boxing it was. I'd love to know which one it was, just out of interest. But it certainly looks very old. It's got to be 1980, surely. So maybe this is the original. I don't know. Anyway, watch this space, because you can watch this come together. Let me know what you think. I think I might do a Stuka Sunday. We've got Wingnut Wings Wednesday. We can have a Stuka Sunday. The Parker Lamborghini goes out on a Saturday, so Sundays are free. So maybe I'll do a sort of an hour video every week, and we'll have Stuka Sunday. If you want to get one of these and build along, you can. It will get built. It will get finished. I've got lots and lots of bits and pieces to add to this. I have to keep my mind on this sort of lower end. You know, I know this isn't lower end for a lot of people, but this is, you know, it's 18% of the price of a Border Models Lancaster. You know, so there we go. So thank you for watching. Any suggestions for the build, add them down in the comments down below. But I think a Stuka Sunday will be cool. I don't want to change the Poker Saturday thing, because I've started it now, and that's what people will be looking out for. So there we go. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.